Thank you for listening and welcome to the Life Radio Show, a once proud member of the now defunct Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network. I'm your host, Don Smith. Oh yeah, Super Diesel Daniel Hood is our guest co-host. He and Scotty Mays switch seats and it's our turn to shush the Big D. If you enjoy the show, like and follow the Life 1069 on Facebook and Don Smith Comedy on Twitter, or tune in live on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can stream the show live at wwsu1069.org.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
Triple P.
Triple P.
Hey, we're back on Life Radio Show. Hey. In case you didn't know what all this silliness was, where you just have random people talking as soon as they get on air about stuff you don't care about. But hey, we're back on the Life Radio Show. I'm your host, Don Smith. I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. It's getting a little confusing in here because last hour, Scotty Mays has been the guest co-host, and that was Daniel's hour. Guess what, Daniel? Daniel is now Super Diesel. He's now my guest co-host. He's guest co-host Super Diesel.
Yes. See, Don Smith, you're now Robin, and I'm Batman. So now
no, you're guest co-host. I'm still the host.
Oh, you're still.
Batman. I will never be the Robin to your Batman.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right.
You ain't sliding down my back, Kate.
Well, as the Joker, I really enjoyed this interaction between you two.
Because anytime the heroes are fighting each other, you can get away with all kinds of stuff. Scotty Mays, this is your hour.
Oh my God! Come on now.
We got
more comments from Star.
More comments. She is really working on that top fan.
She wants that badge.
Fan badge. She wants give
Star a badge.
Whoever runs Facebook.
Yes.
Give Star a top fan.
Give Star
badge.
a star.
Yeah, give it. Star needs a star.
There you go, Star.
Yes.
It's actually
and we're joined by
not
Rachel
star,
Cunningham's on there too.
Hey,
another
Rachel.
top fan. Another top
Rachel.
fan. So yeah, we need more top fans. We don't need bottom fans. I'm not much,
Yeah.
we're not fans of
I'm
bottom.
kind of a bottom fan.
Kind of.
Bottom
Anyway,
fanny.
hey, Scotty.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to your hour. Are you
thank
excited?
you.
Are you pumped?
I'm completely unprepared.
Hey,
I had no idea that it was going to be all
show.
about me. Oh my goodness!
Absolutely,
It's
you're
your
going to
hour.
cry, aren't you? This
This is going to be. I've cried a lot this last week, so I don't know if I have any tears left.
Oh well, it's Do we need to talk about that?
I need a donut.
Need a donut.
I could tongue punch a jelly-filled donut right now. I'm telling you, man.
Unfortunately, Tim Hortons closed over an hour ago.
Well, you know what's
man.
open 24 hours? Bills.
That's right. Bills.
Aren't they in Centerville though, or something?
Yeah, I
like
live
Go
like
tongue punch
Yeah.
Bill's.
I live
Donuts.
I'm like 7 minutes from Bills.
that? Lucky.
Both
I
Bill's
know.
Donuts. Dane.com right now. Bill's Donuts.
Yes, for best donut shop. What are you writing down?
Tongue punching a donut. Or tongue punching a
pretty good.
donut hole. That might
There
even
you
be
go.
better.
That's better.
Tongue punching a jelly donut hole.
Man, I will do some dirty things to a donut right now.
I can't even spell it. I just wrote Don's nuts. I don't know.
That-
4 months.
That donut's gonna
4
ooze all
months.
over you after you have fun with it.
Yeah. Yes, it will.
4 months.
Since I've had a
You're
donut.
gonna get
Donut?
Boston
Yeah.
cream.
Man.
How do you do it, man?
Well, I had a piece of chocolate cake
You're in
last
donut
night.
recovery.
I am.
You're on withdrawal. Man.
Yeah, my
I've been
my
in
heart goes
withdrawal.
out to you. I haven't had a donut in like an hour and a half.
Speaking of donut, I heard November is Don't Nut November.
That's a whole different thing. So,
Yeah, and I
That's a whole
definitely don't
different
participate in that.
yeah, and it's not
Like,
here either.
maybe I won't shave, but that other part, no, it's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no shave, no nut November.
Because then December, it is nothing but dust December.
Right. Exactly. That's
December, yeah.
no. See, I don't have to do the don't nut because mine are useless anyway.
Well,
so
you
they
still
just-
can. They're just
Well,
not
yeah.
active.
right. Yeah, no, they're active.
Well, they're active.
They're just not potent.
Yeah, they're not.
They're impotent. I
yeah.
guess.
They just swim in circles.
Yeah. They don't swim at all. They just kind
They
of.
just,
They're
There's
dead.
nothing left to swim.
they just float there.
Yep. There's no swimmers. They just
Just kind of Kind of like they're in a gravity chamber,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. They just, they may not even exist. I don't know. My children
They
are
exist.
gone. My children left the building.
You release the hounds, and it's like, oh, so this is purgatory.
Yes,
Guess
exactly.
We're stuck here.
Apparently, Rachel was going to buy donuts half an hour ago.
Well,
Oh,
there you
well,
go, there you
buy
go.
them,
She's
Rachel.
got time. Tell her to go out to Bill's Donuts and come.
She
to the
lives in
studio.
Cleveland.
Oh, she can get here in 90 miles. She,
They
get
probably
on a jet
have-
airplane. She knows someone has a jet airplane. She can get down here.
Who's that?
A jet airplane. I said
Oh,
this
okay.
lady you're speaking of. She can hop on a jet.
Okay,
down
well,
here,
I'm
goes
going to have
Bill's
to get her down
Donuts.
here to guest co-host at some point.
Yeah, you should.
Because she's a lot of fun. She's a lot of fun. So, Scotty,
Yes, sir.
what's going on? This is your hour, man. I'm throwing it over to you. What do
Coming
you?
off coming off a hot show on Saturday night. That was a
That
lot
is
of fun.
true. That is true.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
That was
yeah.
fire.
It was a blast. It
Yeah.
was up at the Courtyard Lounge in Englewood. Holly Shock threw together a nice comedy show up there.
She did a fantastic job.
It was long.
It was long.
It was about 3 hours of comedy, close to it. That's a little exhausting, but it was a fun show. It was a fun crowd. They were into it.
Mm-hmm.
Wendy Ferguson headline, and she tore up old Josh. Did you? Were you
I
still
wasn't
there?
there
He
yet.
tore
Yeah,
up
no,
old
you-
Josh with
Tore
a
up
stiffer.
old Josh. Yeah, Josh was he was talking through most of the show, so she actually yelled at him, made him sit down in front, and just told it every time he started to open his mouth, she'd just say, you shut the up. she
awesome.
gave him hell for the whole show. So.
I love Wendy.
Wendy's fantastic.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She is. She
Yeah,
is
Wendy.
hilarious.
She's great.
I'll tell you, I unplugged from Facebook for a little over a week. I just
Really?
shut it
Really?
down, and like today is the first time I brought it back up.
I would love to do that, but I have so much stuff I have to do for the club and for
I
advertising
understand
and
that.
for this
I mean, I
thing.
kept my messenger open because people still reach out that are looking for help in recovery and stuff like that. So I didn't like completely
Yeah.
isolate. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it was nice.
Yeah, I
It really
would-
was.
I need to do that. I need to unplug from everything.
So
See, we
We need to have
we
a-
were plugging all through Dan's show. Now we're unplugging.
now we're unplugging.
We're all plugged up.
Through Dan's
We got
hour.
unplugged.
We
so.
need something more useful than No Nut November. No social media November.
There you
I don't
go.
know
There
about
you go.
that.
That's that's
someone would do it.
yeah.
A few people.
But how would you know?
Yeah, they're
They
not
couldn't
posting.
post about it.
They
How would
can't
you know?
post. How would you know?
Yeah, you can't do a hashtag no social media November because
I can just
nobody would
imagine
see
some
it.
announcing, I'm not going to be on social media this
You
month. and people
write
be
it on
like,
your fridge,
But
or
you're on
something.
social media now, stupid. So
Right.
you can see that being,
Right. So much for that.
yeah, you blew it already.
Well, technically, I'm on social media.
That's true. That's true. We're not. No, I have everything on these things right here. These evil little handheld.
Speaking of, whose
Crap
phone keeps
boxes.
vibrating during the show? 'Cause I keep
Probably
checking-
mine. I'm sorry.
That's not a phone.
It's Dan's butt plug that's
Yeah.
vibrating.
Why isn't that phone in my butt, by the way?
We were going to
Vibrates,
ask you. We
it's-
were going to
the ma-
ask you the same
The
thing.
magic would
but,
happen if it started vibrating. Okay. Hopefully,
That's
I'm
why
trying
you
to
have.
get you front
That's
off
why
here,
you have
sir.
two phones. You put one on vibrate. You stick it down
What's
your
with the
pants. You
burner
call
phone?
yourself with the other one.
People
Yeah.
have two phones. The second phone is a burner phone. So who are you burning, Don Smith?
I'm burning everybody I can. Mostly bridges, but you know
I'll bet. That's true.
that's what drunk texting does. You burn a lot of bridges doing that,
Yes.
and britches.
Bring that,
Yeah,
yeah.
my
With that
britches are burning.
IBS, yep. You're going to burn those britches.
Yep, you have to every now and then. Every now and then you got to. That's how you clean your friends list. You just get really drunk and you start texting and sending Facebook messages. That's how you do it, Dan. If you ever want to get some people out of your life, just get really drunk and text them.
I don't have to be drunk to do that. I've taken some people off just being sober. So I can imagine myself being drunk and doing that. So I'll take that advice. But I've celebrated Sober October my entire life. So some people do it once a year. I've done it 33 years and 6 months.
Well,
So,
congratulations!
top happy. Yeah, come on.
Never had a drink. Never.
I have never had a beer.
Drugs?
I've never done hard drugs. I've had like Tylenol and stuff. I've never done.
Slow down, man.
Yeah.
I've never done any like Breaking Bad stuff. You know.
Well, with the Tylenol, he crushes it up and tries to freebase it.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah,
That's
he
pretty
crushed it and
cool,
snorted
man.
You got me.
Like, no, that's awesome. That's
No, that's
to be
a
admired.
rarity. Actually, that's a
I
rare thing. right
pretty
there,
well.
man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I think the worst I've ever done was Vicodin, but I had a good reason to do Vicodin.
I always had a good reason to do drugs.
yeah, exactly. I've got a pretty good reason to suck down all that vodka I've been drinking.
Yeah, because you paid for it. You're like, just
That's
can't
my
waste
reason.
it.
It's mine. I'm just going to sit there. Not going to drink itself.
I got questions for Scotty Mason. This is your hour. Just recently, you got engaged, and congratulations
Yes,
to you.
yes.
Thank you.
To
Thank you.
T-Bone.
Yes,
Yes,
Tara. Hi, baby. I
So
love
what's
you.
that like being
We love
engaged?
T-Bone.
What's it like?
I don't know. It's pretty cool. This will be my third marriage.
Yeah, but-
Oh.
yeah, I was going to say, it's kind of like being married, but it hasn't gone south yet.
Well, no, the first two was actually to the same woman. So if you want to know what the
so-
definition of insanity is, that
Yeah,
is
that's
part
like-
of the
that's-
course. No, but as far as like with Tara, like that was just her and I had this thing to where we were never gonna. I was never gonna get married again. She's never been married, and she is my best friend. Like when I
Oh, yeah.
unplugged from social
Well, you
media,
guys are fantastic.
yeah, there was only a couple people that hit me up and said, "Hey, man, where'd you go?" Like that were genuinely concerned. But you find out, like, and don't take this the wrong way. I love you as a brother. You're awesome, Don. But really, the only friend I need in my life is Tara.
Well, yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
if you have that, that's how it has to work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know, and we go through some
good.
rough patches, but you know that happens in relationships, and you know we're coming out of the fog right now, and we're still good. We're gonna be stronger than ever for it. And
Yeah, it's good to have a
Just-
best friend. Yeah,
she's an amazing woman.
Just be
She
sure
really
to keep
is.
scaring her every day and posting videos.
She told me the other day, she's like, I miss you scaring me. Like she said that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's sweet.
Aw.
Oh, I miss cardiac arrest.
Yeah, I miss just peeing myself slightly every time I
No,
come
but
home.
thank you for asking. It's,
yes, it's good to have a best friend.
yeah,
That's great, Scott.
She's amazing. She really is. She is, I'm her biggest fan and she's my biggest
Yeah,
fan.
you're top fans. There
Yeah.
you go.
We have our own badges.
Yeah. Exactly.
I was just about to
Exactly.
say that.
yeah.
Read my mind.
And Bella Disastros?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bella
that's-
Disastros at the
Disastros
Green.
at the Green.
It's Salons by the Green. She has her own little salon in there. You can hit her up on Messenger too.
Doing well, too.
She's
Really,
doing
that's
amazing.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm really,
So she-
really happy for her on that.
She works 2 jobs.
Yeah.
So she's putting in like 75 hours a week. And then I don't know how she does it.
We guys don't even have time to fight, do you?
You would think.
No, you
But,
always
yeah.
find time for that.
You have
You know,
to
it's
schedule it on
just-
Google to do that.
Yeah, have to go to your Google Calendar. Can we fight right now? I got to be at work.
No,
That-
but
that's how you have a
honestly,
successful
like
marriage.
the whole disagreement and all that crap that went. I mean, that was all my fault. And I'm not just saying that, but I'm a dude, man. So like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna find a way.
That's usually how it works. Yeah, usually you just have to.
So yeah, I dropped the ball for a minute, and
It happens. It happens.
Yeah.
You know, we all have our moments. I mean, I don't, but you know, most people. Most people screw up every now and then, Scotty. I wish I could say I can relate, but you know.
I knew it was you that time.
yeah, that one was me.
Anyway,
Anywho, this is my hour.
This is your hour, so, yeah.
What other questions
yeah,
do you have for me?
You want to do any tricks or anything? You do magic? You juggle?
Well, if you loan me $20, I can make that disappear really
I
quick.
Can you
bet,
make
I
Bull
bet.
Family?
Yeah, can you make Bull Family Simulator?
Bull
Yeah.
family. That was the weirdest.
I told you we had so much fun with that. I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard over the Bull Family Simulator.
It's the most broken description I've ever heard in my entire life.
I do have a fan question for Scotty. Someone wants to know: do you play music?
No, I do not. I sing.
Okay.
I actually have a voice. I can sing, but I don't. Nope, not a band or.
Okay.
I'm not a wrestler. I'm not an MMA fighter. I just
You're just a
Well, thank you,
comedian who
Fanny.
sings now and,
a singing comedian.
then.
Ugh,
Yeah,
let's not read. No,
yeah. That's
I'll stick with what I'm doing right now. It seems to be
somebody
working.
asked me a while back. They said, "Well, what do you do when you see a comic go on stage with a guitar?" I was like, "I take a break. I go to the restroom." And
There's
hope
only a
they're done
couple that
before
can
I go-
pull that off.
There,
man.
there are a couple that can do it, but yeah. It's,
No, but that's my life consists of going to recovery meetings, working in recovery, living at the gym, and then going home and kicking it with Tara, and then softball, play loud, so
and
kind of a job,
and avoiding donuts
and avoiding donuts,
and the urge to tongue
and
punch.
then occasionally doing comedy.
And occasionally doing.
And people are like, you don't do it that much. How do you even go up there and it works? Well, I do a lot of public speaking. So,
Right.
like, for me to be in front of people is not an issue for me. Yeah. The issue is when you don't do comedy as much, you get a lot of writer's block.
Yeah.
So it's hard to come up with fresh stuff. And then I'm slowly starting to, like, come out of that fog. But it's frustrating because I still find myself going back to some of the old jokes that but a lot of the comedians around here, we still do our same material. It's just stretched out.
Yeah, I noticed you changed the one a little bit where you used to come down naked with the shake weight.
Yes. Yeah.
You changed that a little bit.
Yeah, I got rid of the prop and I went a little more feminine.
Yeah.
And he
with
put on
that.
a pair of underwear.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope. He was.
You got to
he was
weird
still
these
naked.
people out of your house.
Exactly. Or hand them some Percocet.
Yeah. Hey, you're doing the humming thing again.
Is
Did
it?
I?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
Well,
How did I hum? Excellent, sir.
oh man, it was all right.
It's
I-
good.
Best
be.
humming I've had in a while.
It's good to be the king.
To me, it sounded like a
Daniel
thinking
Hood,
hum,
the
though.
king of the
It
hummer.
was. I think what it is, I get into deep thought, and when I hear
Yeah.
something, I perplex on it. So I had a minor. All right, thank you. Well, I've learned some of myself tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you, Scotty.
You're welcome, sir. You got into your meditation a little early, and
To be fair, I
It wasn't
hum
meditation,
too.
It was a deep thought of what you guys were talking about. That's what it was.
oh, about the writer's block.
Yes, the writer's
Yeah.
block, and I'm like, yeah, that's what got me, man.
So, what do you do when you have writer's block? Here's a question for
He
you.
hums.
What gets you going?
So the best feedback that I've gotten from some comics is watch comedy shows, listen to comedy, and really just being around comedy will help unclog a lot of that. But I get so exhausted that I just like these open mics. They're late, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, because during the week, it's a struggle to get.
I can't
out
go
the
do the hookah bazaar at 10:00 at night. on
Right,
Thursday night.
exactly.
And then people are like, well, where's your passion at? Well, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah, passion's fine, but you got to have a nap every now and then. You got to be able to keep the lights on at home.
And I don't sleep very well as it is. So, like,
Right.
sleep is precious for me.
You do what the universe wants you to do. This is your time, and this is your hour.
And this, this is your hour,
I
Scotty.
like that.
Just in case you needed to be reminded. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut into your hour to tell you it's your hour. Every now and then you got to do that. So, yeah, that's all right.
It's all right.
At least my guest co-host is asking you some questions.
He's on
every
it.
now and then. I really
Like,
ain't doing much
we had
over
one
here.
fan question, so thank you, fan, for the question.
Yeah, thanks, fan.
I
Who's
think
the
they-
fan?
He wants to be anonymous. He didn't want to.
Anonymous
out
fan
there.
questions.
Okay. So he's not my fan. He's your fan.
Well, he could be a fan of yours after you answered it.
Well, he
But
was-
is a fan of mine.
He would be
yes,
a fan
so-
of yours, but he doesn't want anybody to know.
It's a secret.
It's your secret
But you do
top
look.
fan.
But I will say you do look like a rock stars, and maybe that's why this person asked it. You have to tell me. Maybe he can tell me later why he asked it. Cause, you look great. You work out a lot.
Thank you.
You look like there's that guy. He's the lead singer of a grunge band. Well, you just look like a lead singer. So anyway, that's probably why he
No, I
asked.
appreciate that.
All
And,
right.
like, that's
You
one
mean-
thing that I do, like, the image that I take up on stage, it's a rough looking,
Yeah.
and that's just who I am.
Yeah, you're all
that's who
muscly.
I'm all
You're-
muscly.
you're all
Yeah,
muscly.
big muscly. Greasy
Big
muscly.
Big muscly guy.
Gary, look at his muscles.
Muscle sexual.
I think Gary likes you too.
I like Gary.
All right.
All right.
We're making connections.
So
here
these
on
next
Life
15 minutes are going to be words of affirmation. If this is my show,
Okay.
your beard looks really nice, Don. Thank you, Patrick. I don't know what conditioner you're using in your hair, but keep doing it.
I'm actually not using any conditioner.
Daniel,
believe it or
those
not.
glasses really accent your eyes,
All right.
and that flannel inspires me to chop some wood.
All right. Well, chop away, buddy. All right.
So, Rachel,
That was not weird.
Dude, I got nothing, man.
Yeah, that was just for the Facebook Live group.
Star, you're
Rachel
awesome.
has a request.
Yep, Rachel wants you to sing for us, Scotty.
No.
No?
Happy birthday. Anyone can sing that.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Like,
actually,
I do,
because that's
That's
copyright.
copyright, yeah.
that's copyright.
I just-
That is
yeah.
not public domain. So
Oh.
don't sing "Happy Birthday" on the Life Radio show. We might get sued.
I do a pretty mean cover of Guns N' Roses' "Patience," but it's soft, So
it's, yeah.
I can hit the high notes.
Can you whistle?
No.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah. So yeah.
Eventually
you have to hire a whistler.
have you ever tried to whistle that whole beginning? If you're not a whistler, it's challenging.
It's challenging.
I'll get a couple whistles, but the rest is like air
like you're
sinking.
just blowing air, spitting on the microphone.
Yeah,
I got you.
It's horrible.
I'm not much of a whistler myself. Daniel's a hummer.
Come here.
A Hummer and a whistler.
What? Yeah, it's okay. Go sit. We won't pick on you, Dan.
I'm okay.
Well, you're Super Diesel. We better not.
I know.
We're messing
gonna tell my
with a
counselor.
superhero at this point.
My
Sorry,
counsel-
Rachel. He's not going to sing. We tried.
I'm sorry, Rachel.
Yeah, sorry, Rachel.
I'll tell you what. If you bring me donuts, down
Yeah, there you go.
I'll sing for a donut.
and then he'll
They-
tongue punch it.
Make sure it's a jelly donut.
yeah, it could be a chocolate filled one too.
Yeah.
Or that.
So
Yeah.
do you only prefer to tongue punch filled donuts?
No, I'll tongue punch any donut.
You're a non-discriminating tongue
At this
puncher.
point in time,
All donuts are treated equal.
give me donut balls. I will put
We're
donut
going
balls.
to tongue punch balls.
Yeah, I don't care.
Man, between a Hummer and
telling
tongue
you,
punching
man.
balls.
This is how it happens.
This
This is
is
how
a
your life
weird
goes
show.
downhill.
Yeah, I think the life was gone downhill for like the whole 5 years I've been doing it.
Yeah.
Almost 5 years, Patrick.
It's amazing, man.
What is wrong with me? How do I?
Still
What is
haven't gotten
wrong with
canceled
WWSU
yet.
Yes.
that they still
Rachel
let me do this?
Creamfield. I don't care. I do not discriminate against donuts,
Yeah.
Rachel.
I mean, if
I need
you
you all to hear this.
if you tongue punch the donut ball, it's sure going to get cream filled after that.
Tongue punch the camera just to show us how it's done. Just
Oh
kidding,
my
just
God.
kidding.
Oh, no, don't do it. You will get us fired.
You don't know what's on that camera lens.
Exactly. Yeah. That. Well, you got a lot of laughs. A lot of laughs came up.
Rachel,
on
I'll
that.
hum for
Yeah.
a donut. I don't care.
Yeah, Daniel will give you a Hummer for a donut out in the parking lot.
Nice.
You and me out in the parking lot.
I'll
after this, buddy.
I will cuddle for a donut. I will.
Donut cuddles.
Donut cuddles are the best.
The 10-second delay's coming up, and we're just about to see Scotty tongue punching the camera. There it is. Perfect. And we just lost all our viewers.
They're all purging right now.
Yeah, they're all purging their donuts. Yeah,
You better not waste your
tongue
donuts.
punching and a purging.
Do not waste your donuts.
All right, we better take our break. What do we got here? We got this is good. Since it's your hour, Scotty, we're going to do a little hardcore deathcore heavy metal. This is deathcore is Potter's original band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
So Potter's Field was,
Potter's Field was like his solo project, even though it involved most of the same people.
I was going to ask you, did they?
But no, Deathcore was what originally it was like Ground Zero until September 11th, and they changed their name. They didn't think it was right, and they changed it to Deathcore, and they kind of split for a while, and then they're
The thing black. There we go.
oh okay.
Oh,
Donuts
no.
have never sounded more delicious until
I
now.
know. You know, Eddie Money had a song, Give Me Some Water, and I'm just like, give me a donut in my face hole.
Oh my God.
But no, Deathcore, I believe they're working on some new stuff right now. I'm not 100% sure, but
Nice.
Potter and the Deathcore boys are working on some new stuff. But this is an older one, and just for you, Scotty, this is Deathcore, The Beast. Hit it, Patrick.
Dark days behind us inside the ring, heaven once again. Unfunny, the past is gone, on with what should have been. Driven to destroy the horrid past and loves us all. The beast raises his head to confront the black and cold. inflating the pain of years that will not fade. Mind screaming you're insane from the soul and the brain. Close your eyes to block the vision from the grave. From chaos your ears will become our slaves. Pull, rape is clenching. Pull, no more waiting. Pull, can't finger itching. Pull, dead body switching. Pull.
Now our name is stronger than you could ever imagine. This relentless rage will plague the frightened.
We can't be satisfied in one being dignified. If we take your life tonight, just close your eyes. We can't be satisfied in one being dignified. If we take your life tonight, just close your eyes.
Hey, this is Don Smith from the Life Radio Show. Do you like telling jokes? Are you the class clown? Do your friends always tell you you're funny? You want to prove them wrong? Well, nearly every Sunday, Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in Dayton's Oregon District brings you Wiley's Sunday Comics. You can be the one on stage making people laugh. Or not. All you have to do is send an email to WileySundayComics@gmail.com and follow the instructions in the reply email, and you can tell jokes at Ohio's oldest comedy club.
Today we're teaching poodles how to fly. Come here, Foofy. Ah, Foofy. Are you psyched? Are you ready? Okay. Here we go. Get ready and fly! Oh, man.
In 1977, Elvis Presley died on the crapper, leaving millions of music fans somber and creating a generation of toilet truthers. In 1999, pop star Carney Wilson underwent gastric bypass surgery live on the internet. Her surgeon provided audio commentary, accidentally inventing the podcast. In 2007, I, Daniel Diesel, created this show, Where Ohio Throws Down. Ohio is on fire.
All right, Ohio is on fire. I thought I smelled something. Like, dang.
That's Moraine.
Hey, welcome back to the Life Radio Show. I'm your host, Don Smith, sitting in with which one of you guys is guest? Daniel Diesel, Super Diesel, is guest co-host for this hour.
Yes.
And it is Scotty's hour. Scotty Mays, your hour.
My hour.
And go.
And I got nothing. And scene.
Yep. Perfect. We were discussing musicals off the air. Musicals,
Yeah.
For the most part, suck. Yeah.
Tell you, there's a good one, Across the Universe, but you're not a Beatles fan, correct?
Somewhat.
Okay.
I mean, some of their later stuff after they got on drugs was pretty decent.
I know, it always got
the
better.
Beatles pre-drug music is all like, yeah, it's all fluffy,
Right.
and I can't do that. But some of their post-drug experiments, they were some okay songs.
I wonder if that's how death metal was invented.
What? How's that?
Drug experiences and things like that.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm gonna circle that back to child abuse.
Yeah, that's
That could be it too.
all
of
kinds
childhood
things,
trauma.
All kinds of things.
I heard Mozart created heavy metal. That might be a rumor, so I could be wrong about that. I could just imagine him rocking out to Led Zeppelin, like
Is Led Zeppelin heavy metal? Is that considered heavy metal?
Like hard rock.
I mean, at the time that it came out,
Well,
the
yeah,
time,
it was
it's
unlike
came
anything
out,
anybody
yeah.
had heard. But
Yeah.
when you listen to it now, it's like,
It's pretty
pretty
tame,
mild.
yeah.
Because to me, heavy metal was like the 80s Megadeth, and Iron Maiden. That's my metal.
I know
Some
Beethoven.
Metallica, anything before the Black Album.
I know Beethoven would definitely enjoy. He's deaf. Never mind.
Yeah, he's not a big fan of music. Probably listens to country. That's a Tim Lucas joke. I'm not a big fan of music. That's why I listen to country.
That's why I listen to modern hip hop.
oh,
That's that mumble rap stuff.
It's
man.
that mumble rap.
See, I've been trying to expand my listening a little bit. So I have actually been I've been tiptoeing into the rap, but it's still got to be the old stuff.
The
It's
old
gotta be
stuff.
good
rap was
stuff.
better in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it gets worse in the
80s and
decade.
90s.
80s and
I've
90s
been-
because they felt it, like Tupac.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
Grandmaster Flash.
I
they-
crank some Tupac in my work truck. It's funny to see this big bearded guy that you think's listening to
ain't nothing
bluegrass.
but a gangsta party. I see you rolling into
I
work.
see.
I tried to make an Afro Man because I got high parody sweeper for the station, but of course it got rejected.
Okay.
Why'd he get
Don
rejected?
walks into
Because
the
you got
office.
high?
It's picture
Because I
perfect.
got
I'll
high,
paint a
that's why I got
picture.
rejected.
I was gonna make a sweeper for the station. But
But then I
Picture
got
Don
high.
rolling.
what's that? Picture me rolling.
Yeah, picture Don Smith
Picture me rolling in my work truck.
All right.
So hey,
Hey.
we've got more news stories if we're
Let's
ready.
do it.
If you want to do news stories during your
I will-
hour,
Absolutely.
you're going to allow it. Okay, perfect.
I hope they're better than the last ones. Darren Daniels hour.
Oh, they got to be.
Brought to you by Deborah.
Everything's better in your hour, Scotty. I'm just kidding, Dan. We love you.
I know. It's okay. You said it with love, so.
Yeah. Can you open door? Read
Can I open door?
Read a text message received by Huffington Post senior culture writer Zeba Blay. What a name. On Thursday morning. It was from her mother, who was nowhere nearby. Senior food and style editor Kristen Aiken received a text from her grandmother on Thursday that read, "Nice looking boy." Her grandmother rarely texts, and they hadn't been talking about a boy. Numerous people woke up to odd text messages like these sent from friends and family members, even exes. They seem to make little sense. The messages appear disjointed, not relevant to any current or ongoing conversation. To add further mystery to the ordeal, people weren't just receiving these messages, others were accused of sending them, despite not having any evidence in their outgoing message logs. One reader, Deborah Achatz,
Bless you.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Told Huffington Post in an email that she received a text from her husband of 50 years that simply read, Dakota. He died in June. During an internal maintenance cycle last night, 168,149 previously undelivered text messages were inadvertently sent to multiple mobile operator subscribers.
That was from Valentine's Day,
Yes.
correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I actually, our bartender at the club received
Did she really?
messages from her ex and got furious
Oh.
because she didn't know what was going on.
Imagine opening up that box of trauma again.
Oh yeah,
when-
that's
you
like
know?
yeah, that's not good. That's not.
My
I'm
mom always said,
glad I
"Life
didn't
like
receive
a
any,
box of
'cause-
trauma."
because it was not a happy Valentine's Day at my house this year, so I'm glad I didn't receive.
Oh, man.
It was not.
Yeah. Anyone with unpaid parking fines at the University of Alaska Anchorage campus has the option to reduce or cover the cost of their tickets with peanut butter and jelly.
Okay.
Interesting.
KTUU TV reported the university would take donations for their annual payment tradition until November 8th to help combat student hunger. Officials say the food goes to students in need. University officials say each person could use PB&J payments for 2 citations issued within the past 45 days. Officials say 2 16-ounce jars offer a $10 credit, 3 jars offer a $35 credit, and 5 jars offer a $60 credit. So you can pay your parking fines at the University of Alaska Anchorage with peanut butter and jelly.
Well,
Can
Wright
I-
State should do that because I think the first parking fine is $25. Then each additional one you get is like $50 more. Like then there's a $50 one, there's a $100, Yeah, Wright State should do that. That sounds great.
Yeah, they might be able to hire some of their parking people back. They might be able to hire, be able to, some of the people that they had to lay off because the people running the place are dumb. They might,
So-
that's,
Can I pay in PNBJ instead of PBNJ?
I'm sure most of the officials in this will probably accept a BJ as payment. Especially from a Hummer like that.
Oh,
Right back in. Yeah.
Got him.
That's another callback. To, I'm sorry, Dan.
You
No,
know,
you're not.
you know who
No,
else is taking donations for peanut butter in Alaska? Are the sled dog owners?
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, yeah. Hey,
yeah.
There's a whole new meeting.
would you
today.
tongue punch a
Iditarod.
peanut butter donut?
No, I would not. Okay, no peanut butter donuts.
Why?
I'm not a big fan of peanut butter.
Not a big fan of peanut butter?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I go to Ulbricht's in Englewood, and every now and then on Sundays only, you can catch. They have a they have a peanut butter jelly filled donut. It's got a peanut butter icing. It's got raspberry jelly.
Okay, so I would be open to trying that.
Okay, you'd
I like
you'd be open.
I
to,
like the PB&J combo.
right. It's fantastic.
Just
donut.
peanut butter by
I have not
itself.
been there in a long time because every time I think about going there, I think I'm going to eat all the donuts until I burst, and I'm going to put back all the weight I lost this year. So that's,
Somebody has to.
somebody has to eat the. You all right, Patrick? We've lost our producer.
Uh-oh.
He's
He's giving the
choking-
international
choking
sign
on
for
a donut
choking.
hole. Yeah.
I inhaled
Don-
my saliva.
Yeah,
That's
if only
what
we
it
had
is.
a Hummer to give him a Heimlich.
Yeah. Somebody needs to give him the Heine lick.
Yeah, well, you're tone punching the donut hole tonight.
I need
Might
to
be some peanut
practice.
butter.
How do I go home with pink eye and explain that to Tara?
Well, it's
funny
better than worms.
story.
Yeah.
It's better
So there
than
I
the
was.
parasitic eye worms.
Oh man, that was a nasty story.
That was. A California man was detained by transit police for eating a breakfast sandwich on a train platform last week. A violation of state law. Swear to God.
nice.
That ended with the man being handcuffed and given a citation. Steve Foster, Steven Stinkin' Foster. Didn't he write Camptown Ladies? And he's only 31. That guy gets around. He's a time traveler. Steve Foster, 31, was on the Bay Area Rapid Transit platform, BART. That's actually what they are. The BART
right.
out in California.
Go ride the BART.
The Bay Area Rapid Transit platform near Contra Costa Center, heading to work around 8 a.m. on November 4th when the transit officer identified as D. McCormick. Dwight, what are you doing out there? In videos posted online, stopped him, telling him he was breaking the law. How dare you eat that sandwich? You are detained and you are not free to go, the officer says in the video, telling him that eating on the BART train or platform is a violation of California law.
Oh,
Foster accuses the police officer of singling him out among other people on the platform. McCormick then grabs Foster's backpack and threatens to send him to jail for eating a breakfast sandwich. Really?
That is
California,
ridiculous.
really? You can smoke weed out there, but you can't eat a
Right.
breakfast sandwich on a train platform? What is wrong with you?
Yeah,
Like
I mean-
smoking
Yeah,
on a train platform would be more dangerous, especially like if the train was running on gas.
I guess
or
as long as
something.
they weren't edibles.
It's possible this could have been a bad cop. I think Super Diesel needs to have a talk with this cop, telling him, listen, buddy, you have little children smoking pot at these high school parties, but you can't have a nice young man like this guy, D. McCormick. He wants to eat a donut on
Well,
a
D.
BART.
McCormick was the officer.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it was
I got
Steve,
the
it
two
was
wrong.
Steve Foster.
Steve
yeah,
Foster.
Steve Foster,
So-
the writer of
You want to
Camptown
arrest
Races.
Steve Foster because he wants to eat a donut on the BART. Shame on you, D. McCormick. So I think Super Diesel and D. McCormick have to have a battle. And if Super Diesel wins, this guy doesn't get the Steve Foster he doesn't get a record. He gets to eat anything he wants for the rest of his life. If D. McCormick wins, I say anyone that eats anything at all gets 20 years in prison. He can do anything
Anything at all, or just on the platform?
on the,
Yeah,
on the
let's,
platform.
Okay.
I was about to say, I guess
There'd be
we're
a
all
lot
dying.
of starving people. Well, yeah, because California suffered enough with all the drought and all the wildfires. We don't need to starve them out too.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah, that would just
Start
be terrible.
banning breakfast sandwiches in California.
Yep, just on the BART transit.
That is not vegan approved.
And I will say,
depends.
Daniel, that was a very long story on Scotty's Hour.
Yeah, thanks.
What?
Thank you for hijacking my hour.
Oh,
Have you seen Bigfoot?
Maybe.
If you watch Boggy Creek, the series on Amazon Prime,
yeah.
yeah, check that out. Did I tell you about that, Patrick?
I don't think he did, no.
I should mention this on the air. Go to Amazon Prime, watch Boggy Creek, the Bigfoot series. Episode 2, Season 1.
All right.
So is that the definitive
Confirmed?
proof that Bigfoot exists?
Yes. Yes.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. Episode 2, guest starring.
I was going to say,
Guest starring.
I thought
featured lead, Episode 2.
the beef jerky
Says right on the
Sasquatch-
thing, guest starring Don Smith. So get on Amazon Prime.
With special
And hey,
cameo by
Todd,
Harry.
Todd the Fox is listening in. The music does the music for Boggy Creek. Fantastic music.
Y'all brought Harry from Harry and the Hendersons in this one, right?
Oh no, he's more frightening than Harry. And the
Oh,
Hendersons.
okay.
Yeah, because Harry was a friendly.
Yeah, he was a
friendly
cuddler.
Sasquatch. Yeah,
He was a cuddling
guy's,
Sasquatch.
this guy doesn't like you messing with the animals in the forest.
He doesn't like you looking at his big feet.
He
He's
don't
like,
you
hey,
in, he don't like
eyes
you in
up
this
here.
swamp down in Boggy Creek.
Says he's got that swamp. I can't.
Yeah, he's got swamp.
He's got that swamp.
That's why he's in such a foul
Yeah.
mood
Yeah.
because of a loose bird.
All he wants a hug. And,
Yep, all he
and
wants
like,
is a
dude,
hug
you
and a
smell
loose bird.
Like you stink really
He
bad.
wants him a loose bird. Have you seen Bigfoot? An 8-foot, 300-pound statue of Sasquatch went missing last month from outside Mattress Monsters in Boynton Beach, Florida, police said Wednesday. The hard-to-miss figure, valued at $3,000, was stolen sometime between August 6th and 13th, but the owner didn't report the theft until October 20th. The Boynton Beach Police Department said on Facebook. The store didn't realize it was missing right away due to there being a lot of other large decorations outside for Halloween. There is no surveillance footage of the theft, according to authorities. Obviously, it took more than one person to steal the statue, the department said, saying it's not exactly the easiest thing to hide. Bigfoot has been hiding forever. He is
Right.
He's blurry. That's why he's easy
Yeah.
to hide. Always hide when you're blurry. If I was blurry, you guys wouldn't know if I was here or not.
We'd
That's
also
why
not
I'm growing
know-
the beard out, to be a little more blurry.
You know, these phones
That's
probably
what-
have a blurry app where they can detect people that are blurry. So I think you'd be
Nope.
you'd be yes
No,
and well.
otherwise somebody would have found Bigfoot on their smartphone. If you could deblur. Deblur.
The
blur.
Deblur.
The blur.
Isn't the blurring illegal? Because, like, that's public indecency.
Right. Well, it depends on what's blurred. Blurred. We're just doing weird sounds now.
Blurred.
We've just devolved into this. This is what the life has become. Because sometimes you just make weird noises on the life.
Yeah.
Sometimes life is all about weird noises. Sometimes you hum. Sometimes you can't whistle.
That was your cue, man.
And
I want to pretend I didn't hear that. That's why I didn't say nothing.
Sometimes you choke on your
and
own
sometimes
spit.
you just say blurred into the
Yeah.
microphone. Because that doesn't even sound like a word anymore. It's a blurred
No.
word.
The blur sounds like somebody's.
Blah, 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 blurred.
Blurred,
Blurred
that's
is
the
blurred.
word.
Where's the word? There.
Yeah, that
There's
sounds
your
like-
song, Rachel. A purported ban of glasses worn by female employees in Japan has sparked widespread backlash. Local media reported
Backlash.
widespread backlash. My favorite kind. If you're going to get some backlash, spread it out.
Widespread. I get it now. That took me a minute.
Local media reported that some companies have prohibited eyewear, with some saying that they make female employees seem, quote, cold. No, it's their personalities.
I was going to say, that's how they always look.
Patrick, everybody, Triple P. Check him out.
Good night, everybody.
However, other companies like airlines claim the ban is for security reasons, while others in the beauty and fashion industry said it does not let the workers' makeup be seen properly, the BBC reported. This is not the first time Japan has caused controversy for controversy. Either way,
Controversy.
blurred.
Controversy.
For demanding women to wear or not to wear something specific in the workplace, like underwear. Just don't. In March, women railed against the requirement to wear makeup, while this summer an online petition went viral demanding a ban on mandatory dress codes for women. Way to go, Japan! You're very woke.
Why would people want to live there?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a
That
crowded
sounds
little
so
island,
miserable.
and they're not allowed to wear glasses, so everybody's just bumping into crap. Just
That's why they can't drive.
yeah, that's how you want your employees, blind and bumping into walls. That's really helpful.
I mean, if you don't have glasses, you don't need the blurs anymore.
Right, exactly. You don't need. There's an app for that. It's called Glasses.
True story.
See, if Bigfoot ever got prescription glasses, he would unblur, and we'd all be able to see.
that
Man, size of them
You're going
things.
to check and see if there's an app for that.
I'm going to see if there's an
I
app for
hope.
glasses.
I hope there's something as wonderful as Bull Family Simulator.
Probably not.
Because I don't think it's possible to have anything as great as Bull Family Simulator again.
So there is
We
reading
should've-
glasses.
Being right.
It's a zoom. It's a magnifier.
Oh well, that's no fun. That's no Bull Family, that's for sure.
Yeah, true.
A woman in Florida has filed a federal lawsuit in the hope of keeping 4 pet chickens, which were prescribed to her to help cope with post-traumatic stress disorder.
These animals, man.
Karen Morris. Karen. Her name, of course, it's Karen.
course.
Karen Morris of Fort Myers claims that Lee County authorities have violated the Federal Fair Housing Act by ordering her to rehouse her chickens within 30 days and pay a $285 fine. County authorities say Morris is violating zoning codes and could have to pay $25 every day she keeps the chickens around once the 30-day grace period is up. You get a chicken grace period. Fox 4 reported that the dispute between Morris, the county, and her local homeowners association has rolled on for more than a year. My psychiatrist provided them a letter to acknowledge that an emotional support animal is beneficial to someone with mental health difficulties, Morris told the station, adding, I'm disappointed in the fact that those chickens live in my private home that I pay a mortgage on, and how people that don't live in my house and that aren't affected by this are so interested in being a part of it. Morris said the chickens, which she calls her girls, give her emotional support that her medicine can't. Emotional support chickens. 4 of them.
Society.
Does she eat their emotional support eggs?
Yes.
For
I
breakfast?
bet she does.
On the
Of
BART
course
system.
she does. No, because this is
Have you-
Florida, not California.
Yeah, there's no BART in California. In Florida, I don't
Yeah.
think.
Well, somebody probably stole it. It's Florida. Your BART gone missing.
Gone missing.
We live in such
I'm writing that down. That's a potential
pretty
show
good.
title. Your BART gone missing. Yeah, emotional support.
You got like
chickens.
20 show titles at this
That's
point.
what I
think.
do, Dan. That's what I do.
Yeah, that's
and
the new
then
thing that you
I
do
pick
now.
the best one.
You're always evolving.
Exactly. If you don't, you stop. Because your hour, we have here are potential show titles for Dan's hour: A Trouble Cuddle, Daniel's hour, The Wankster, or Nothing But Plugging, and IBS. This so far for this one, we have Tongue Punching a Donut Hole, Scotty and the Hummers, and Your Bart Gone Missing.
Scotty and the Hummer sounds like an old. It's like a '50s band that traveled to all the soda
Yeah,
shops.
this is a doo-wop band.
Mr.
You're going to be at the
Sandman.
Sock Hop
That's
this
right.
weekend.
That's right.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
Mm-hmm.
I
He did it. Oh,
That's
awesome.
Mr. Dan Man.
Oh, that's the remix.
There's another title.
That could be a 50 Cent remix.
Yeah. See, and this next story involves both the Bart and another emotional support animal.
Both? What? Seriously?
Yes. A miniature horse. Drew big smiles on one of San Francisco Bay Area's rapid transit BART trains this week. Employees allowed the service animal to board the train Tuesday after its owner provided the proper paperwork, BART said in a statement. They refer to BART as an entity, as an individual.
They really
Yeah.
do.
But you
yeah.
can't eat a breakfast sandwich.
The minute exactly, you can't eat a breakfast sandwich
But you can
on the
take a
BART
horse on
platform,
the-
but you can take your miniature horse support animal.
Yeah.
Probably chickens. If you had chickens, you just couldn't eat their eggs
can't
while you're
eat
there.
them.
The mini horse is a service animal, and the owner provided paperwork to the station agent stating so, Bart said. After consultation, station
That's a good time.
Station agents usually don't see horses. The horse was allowed in. So, yeah.
Hey,
You could
They will
literally
arrest you
have
for
any
eating a
animal
sandwich.
for an emotional
Oh,
support.
absolutely. Absolutely.
hey,
I
this
wanna-
horse eats a donut.
I'm going to eat some emotional support turkey in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
That's
me
what
too.
I'm doing. Yeah.
Hey, this horse eats a donut on the BART. Will that horse get arrested? Do they arrest animals
Absolutely.
out there?
Only if it eats it. It can tongue punch it.
I like to see a
But it
horse
has-
get. I just like the visual of a horse getting arrested and being high bars. Then all the people in the jail, they can ride the horse because that's probably what they did to get in jail to begin with. Ride a
They
horse.
probably rode something.
They rode something. I was going for a metaphor there. But
Yeah.
like I said, this is a family show, so I better not be.
This is not a family
This
show.
is not a.
This
This
is not
is
the-
Scotty's hour. This is not a family show.
This is not the family hour.
None of my shows
No.
are family friendly.
Exactly.
This is somebody asked me, do you do clean comedy? Nope.
I was asked to do 15 minutes at the World Affair coming up in May.
World Affair?
The World Affair, yes. Yeah, never heard of
Okay.
that. They do that every year at the Dayton Convention Center. It's actually really fun. It's an interesting thing. I haven't been to one in forever, but that's
is
what it's
like
called.
a-
It's called a World Affair,
Okay.
and
Is it-
I've been asked to do 15 minutes clean comedy centered around transportation.
Tell me about this affair part. Is it like a
Can't talk about that on the air.
but is it like that?
Huh?
Is it like couples?
You play your
show
cards
play?
right. Yeah, it's just a swingers thing. It's
Yeah.
it's a really big key party. Scott, you just
Yes.
walk in. There's
Dude,
a
imagine the
huge
size
bowl.
of that fishbowl.
Exactly.
From all around
It
the
is
world.
enormous.
They have like
Yeah.
20 different countries represented at this event because I've been to a few in the
Yeah.
past. So you can have an affair with people from all over the land.
Exactly.
Any country you like.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. FTW,
Weird.
man.
Yeah.
World Affair brought to you by
Literally.
WPVI.
Yeah,
That's
just
hilarious.
don't eat on the BART.
You can horse around, though.
Yep. You can horse around and pluck your chickens,
Yeah.
or grab yourself a loose bird.
Hey.
Man,
It's not
this-
your loose bird.
Why
a
not?
loose bird.
Why not?
I like to grab my loose bird.
A man in northern India has died after he was challenged to eat 50 eggs from his emotional support chickens.
On the BART system.
I love it when these stories accidentally tie together. Last night I was half asleep and drunk, and I was throwing stories on here, and there's so many of
So,
them. tied
Karen, how do you
together.
feel now that you're guilty of a man's murder?
Yeah, a man in northern India has died after he was challenged to eat 50 eggs, according to a report. He didn't have a cool hand. That's the problem.
Wasn't what it was all cracked up to be, huh?
That was a reference to a very old,
Cool Hand
very
Luke?
old movie, Cool Hand Luke. Fantastic movie. That was what's his name? Paul Newman.
Paul Newman.
Yeah,
Love his
fantastic.
dressings.
Yep. News 18 reported that subhash, which is hash that you don't want. That's what you smoke when you're out of good hash.
okay.
The
all right.
subhash.
The sub hash. It's under the BART.
Subhash Yadav in Uttar Pradesh's Yaunpur district got into a fight with a friend, and they decided to challenge each other to eat 50 eggs because that's how you settle things.
That's a lot of cholesterol.
Yadav ate 41 before he collapsed and fell unconscious. He was rushed to a hospital and died hours later. His doctors at Sanjay Gandhi Postgraduate Institute of Medical Sciences, he died waiting on them to decide where to take him because they said that name and that was just too long. He couldn't. They said Yadav died from overeating.
Overeating?
Overeating.
So it wasn't the cholesterol or anything?
Nope, just ate too many eggs.
I've ate 12 eggs in one sitting before.
Yeah.
Like, were
That's a
these
lot of
hard-boiled eggs?
Yeah, I don't know. They could have just been shell and all. Just
Oh,
cram
yeah,
them down,
that'd be...
you know? Come on, Subhash. Save the good hash for later. We're almost out of time, but I'm going to do this one more. A young stray puppy believed to have been dropped from the sky and into the backyard of an Australian family's property was actually a rare purebred dingo, and it ate their baby. No, an endangered wild dog breed native to Down Under. The animal was discovered in Wandalagong, in the state of Victoria, around 200 miles northeast of Melbourne, in August. Jane Guiney, who found the animal whimpering in her backyard.
Oh, that's Lynn Guiney's sister.
Yeah, Lynn Guiney,
Yeah.
Jane Guiney. Yep, Lynn Guiney and
Lynn and Jane Guiney.
Yeah, the Guineys, the Guiney, the
Guineys.
Guiney sisters, the Guineys. And her dad, Dick Guini. Suspected the furry creature was a dog or a fox and was dropped on the ground by an eagle flying by.
Oops.
Yeah.
I bet that eagle was ticked off.
As an Eagles fan, we do drop a lot of. Just going to say it.
Take that, Ranson. Hey.
I'm an Eagles fan too. It's all right. It's all right, Rance. So that is. We ran through every single news story.
That was a fun my hour.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed I enjoyed your hour.
Yeah, I enjoyed
Thank
it
you.
too.
Now I want to go ahead, huh?
I love the facial expression on Scott's face when Facebook froze.
Yeah, he's a thinker. Yeah, it froze on Facebook's feed, and you're just
That was the emotional support chicken story right there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to wrap it up. I just want to plug these out there one more time. This Friday and Saturday, Travis Charles is going to be at Wiley's Comedy Club. Get out there. I'm going to be hosting. Rena Calm's going to be featuring. Sunday night, Wiley's Sunday Comics, closed out by Lisa Sears. Very funny. I'm going to be on that show, too. Monday night, I'm going to be in Indianapolis at Joker's. Tuesday night, I'm going to be in Lima at Somewhere, closing that show up out there. And Wednesday, I'm going to be at Billy's Burgers and Beer in Lebanon. Get out and see some shows. Get out and see me. I want your money. Scotty, do you have anything coming up?
Just
get out and see it at the jail.
Going
Call
to
you up
jail,
if you need.
getting people into treatment. That's about
Yeah.
it. Other than that, no shows coming up until February.
All right. And be sure to get on Dayton.com. Scotty May's Best Comedian.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that this
year.
year.
Oh, yeah. You have to. It has to be a yearly thing.
That'd be hilarious.
But do make sure you get out and vote the Life Radio Show as the best of podcast, or Ohio's on Fire,
Yes,
or
you can do that.
the Basement Lounge. You can vote every day. I'm going to go home and vote for all of them right now.
Beautiful.
Awesome. Great. Thank you.
Support your local podcasters and your local comedians and all of us. And from all of us here at the Life Radio Show, night. All right,
donuts.
Patrick, get us out of here. You thought I was going to say something gushy, didn't you? All right. Gushy and cushy. That's
Cushy.
Those are my guests next week.
Gushy,
The Guini
cushy,
sisters.
the cuddling sisters.
Lynn and Jane Guini. All right, get us out of here, Patrick. Enough of this. Thanks for listening to the Life Radio Show podcast. Check it out wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, if you want to listen live, we are on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM. You can also stream the show live at WWSU1069.org, and we go Facebook Live at the Life Radio Show's Facebook page. If you have suggestions or comments, feel free to email thelife1069@gmail.com.
Presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
States
No, I'm not nervous.
a free enterprise system with a social safety net, which is, the idea being that if you're somebody
no, my hands don't
who,
sweat. I think I remember how to do this, 'cause I actually host my own show here.
Sometimes a pregnant mother,
Two to
widows,
6 years.
the state would help provide for you.
Yeah.
And so that's
It's
been
getting really,
around
I
for a long
wanted to
time.
grow it out.
What you've seen is that, again, we've seen a shift from...
We'll hug on the air. Let's wait. We'll talk about it on the air, 'cause I got some stories. I got a lot of things to go off my chest tonight.
Taking a more robust
Yes.
role, and that's a
This
lot
first
more
hour that I'm-
about
Scotty,
Yeah.
I need a fucking
is that
cup,
the
is what I
government is offering more services. And
cuddling,
the downside
paid cuddling is legal
that
now in
discouraging
some
innovation,
states.
discouraging competition.
You can. There's like this. There was this woman out in Louisiana. She was like charging.
And so that is a big
arrest
concern that a lot
said it
of us
wasn't
have here
prostitution.
now.
No.
That have we gone so far in the other direction that the
There you go.
entrepreneurial dynamism, basically the idea of starting companies, coming up with great ideas, you're losing that spirit in the United States because the rate of business formation has slowed slightly in the United States compared to years past. So that's our concern. Or we typically
Mike's
too far in the other direction.
Hi, Mike.
Yeah, are we actually going out?
Any following questions out there? We have about 4 minutes left, so one time for a question, and that's going to be...
Well, that wasn't awkward. All right.
Right now,
Well, while
it
Don
appears
Smith,
that
the actual host of this
Boeing
show, is
does
gone
not
for a few
decide
minutes.
which of the
Yes, you might.